She's like, why would you tease me?
Hi. Pink jacket, pink shirt, pink mask.
Yeah, very sorority girl, huh? All to match this bullshit back here.
Look at dog. Have the time of her life. Look at his fucking eye.
You're an inside dog, huh? Inside, pathetic. Let's go. I'm gonna let him inside. Are you cold? It's because Delilah's fat. That's what.
This trip to Shenandoah National Park perfectly embodies everything I love about a good old-fashioned road trip. Because nothing ever goes as planned. When your plans get flipped, you have two different choices on how you can respond. You can wallow in your misfortune, or you can find a new adventure. We like to choose the latter. You have to surrender to the road.
We're walking in the middle of the road because it snowed last night and they closed the roads on the mountain. We probably should have waited to come out. We sat around for a little while at the campsite and thought that maybe we would beat the snow, but I just guess they haven't made it up the mountain yet. So we paid $30 for a vehicle that we can't use. And that's why you should get the pass. Whatever the US Park Pass is.
America's beautiful pass.
Yeah. So we're gonna get that before our next trip and keep slushing through this street. So there's a car coming. We got about 2 miles to go till we reach the trailhead, and then many more after that. So my counterpart has fallen behind, so I'll take this time to talk to you guys since I've been talking to myself. But we're hiking to the summit of High Top Trail. So from the what was the name of the visitor or the entrance point? No, that wasn't it. Whatever. She said don't ask her if she's wrong. About 5.2 miles to not a super steep trail. We're doing it in the snow, so it's a little bit more difficult, slipping and sliding, but we got these new poles. We're cheap, so we got them from Walmart, and they work just fine. So don't ever feel like you just need to buy name brand stuff, because that's what we see on other YouTube videos. You can do this stuff if you're poor too. But we're about, the map said we're about 10 minutes away from the summit. But yeah, it's a good hike, good exercise. Not great for views yet, we'll see at the summit. But yeah, meet you guys at the top. We are, how high are we?
3,515.
We're up in the clouds. We actually are competing with the clouds to get a view of the valley down there. It's hard to get a view of the valley because the clouds keep blocking it.
Wow.
This isn't a bad viewpoint at all. Hike was worth it. When I first got up to the peak, I was like, man, ain't nothing up here. This ain't bad at all. It's 5.2 miles round trip. For some snacks. Stopping for some snacks before we head back down. Trying this for the first time. And a good old Cliff Bar. Kind of overpacked on snacks for this trip. But since a lot of the trails were closed off, we probably won't need them. Made it to the peak. Now we're heading back down. Had a little snack. Hopefully the princess is in a better mood now. The way down this will be a little bit easier, guys. Yeah, so this trail doesn't have, it's not the best for views. It's got that overlook at the peak. That's really about it. You keep going further if you want, but it's a real long hike. But there's no waterfalls or anything on this trail, but on the way up, you know, it feels like you get a good exercise, you get a good workout in, and that's part of the trail hiking for me as well. You know, it's not just about the views. I like to feel like I'm doing the good work. This is a good trail for that.
I'm of a divergent mindset when it comes to planning things. I prefer to start my trips off with a general idea of what I want to do, and no other itinerary other than that. I prefer to be open to whatever I stumble upon, and a schedule I feel might cause me to miss what's right in front of me. Our plans for this trip got derailed by snow, but luckily, Virginia is full of natural wonders, and we were lucky enough to be at a KOA near Luray Caverns, and the Natural Bridge State Park was perfectly placed on our route back home. So we still got the most of our trip.
We're at Natural Bridge State Park in Virginia.
They're an affiliation
Of the National Park Service. So we got our stamps. The stamps are actually really cool. They don't just have the name and the date. They have the actual bridge, which is nice. It has like a nice creek running down. It now has this big river in front of it. So the Natural Bridge is up there.
Show you guys that in a second. Hey, Delilah.
And don't be afraid to stray from your original path. You never know what else you're gonna run into. And don't try to control everything. You can't, because you, like me, are unremarkable.